Welcome to Pinball Mayhem. My name's Jeremy, and we are going to start cleaning the score wheel parts using the ultrasonic cleaner. I do have an ultrasonic cleaner video out there in the tips and tricks playlist on our channel, but I'm just going to go over some of those basic operations and whatnot. This is the Harbor Freight model, and I'll show you some of the chemicals I use. What we're going to be using today is this, what do we got here? Simple Green heavy duty cleaner. I picked this up at Home Depot quite a while ago. There's a lot of chemicals you can use. The main thing is the ultrasonic cleaner multiplies the cleaning power of anything you put in it, partially because of the ultrasonic itself, and then more so because of the heat. This is just a bottle that I mixed up with water. I don't use it straight. And we'll just walk over here. Another one I'm trying out is Simple Green Extreme, and that's used for aircraft cleaning and whatnot, so I thought I'd try that out. And we've also got my favorite, which is Polychem brand Deox 007 concentrated. This is great for brass parts. I use it for clock parts on my one of my mini hobbies. But it really is an excellent degreaser, but it also will strip plating from a part if you leave it in long enough. So it's pretty powerful stuff. It's not cheap, but it does last a long time. You can reuse the solution with this stuff. So it would certainly be acceptable for our plastic parts here to use that, but today we're going to try this out. And got the overhead camera set up here, so we'll get some good shots in, and we'll move the main camera and we'll start it. Okay, time to start with the ultrasonic cleaner. Take the lid off here. Now I have upgraded this ultrasonic cleaner with a basket from Amazon. This is designed to fit this cleaner. The ultrasonic cleaner itself is of course made by another company other than Harbor Freight, and they make other brands and sizes of ultrasonic cleaners, so it was a good fit. I found it online somewhere, probably on Pinside or something like that, and it really makes this ultrasonic cleaner much easier to use than the little tray they give you. And I will put the link in the description of this video. All right, right now I have the ultrasonic cleaner unplugged. And we will put in our mix of solution here. For today, I'm using, it's pretty much about 2 cups to a gallon of water. I've got this measuring beaker. Picked it up at a surplus store, actually Axeman surplus store. But these are real handy for pouring liquids and stuff, or pretty much what they're meant for. Alright, so we will pour the solution in here. I will also say I'm now using these containers. This is a like a windshield washer container that windshield washer would come in, and I think it's going to hold up better than the old milk jugs I've been using, because after a year or two those tend to leak on the floor for whatever reason. The cleaner doesn't attack the plastic. I think it just the container itself gets weak with age. Alright, we will add our parts in here. Solution. Fill it up about halfway. And we'll add our parts here, our very greasy parts. Sticky parts. I'm doing all the plastic parts first. Okay, and we'll add some more solution here. Get everything submerged. Wipe off any drips or spills here. Plug in the unit. And turn on the heater. Now, an important safety tip with ultrasonic cleaners is never stick your hands in the solution while the ultrasonics are going. Apparently that can cause an issue with your bone marrow, and that's more than enough to cause me not to do that. If the ultrasonic cleaner is going, you could grab the tray up, or you could use a pair of pliers or something like that. I've done that while the ultrasonic is going, but it's just as easy enough to turn it off. What I will do is I will let the heater run for several minutes, possibly until it shuts off, and then we'll fire up the ultrasonics. Of course, put the lid back on just for noise control once I start it up, and it'll also help it heat up faster. Okay, I got the fluid all heated up. Of course, you don't have to wait for it to fully get heated up, but my my heater light just went off. See, the bubbles have dissipated. I have not turned on the ultrasonics. Let's see what we got here. 115, 118, 120, somewhere in there. Okay. We'll start the ultrasonics. When you plug it in, of course, it says 180, but you can have it to a max of 480 seconds. And you can keep doing the 480 seconds till the ultrasonic sender itself overheats, and the system knows it. It'll stop it. You just let it cool down, and you can keep going. Otherwise, I just usually start it, and I start working on something else, and then I'll come back. It'll be off for a few minutes, and I'll start it up again. But just sitting in here with the just sitting in the fluid in the heat, a lot of the stuff's already come off. As you see, we got some rather yucky looking solution there. We'll just knock these down a little bit. There we go. The hardest stuff to get off with ultrasonic cleaning solution is the black stuff. If it's what's the heck's the name of that compound? Molybdenum. If there's aluminum moly grease on there, it'll be really tough to get off with the solution. But we'll start the ultrasonics. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start on. I'll blow away some of these bubbles here. Okay, and as you can see here, it gets a little cloudy. There's the ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic's doing its job. That's pretty impressive to see. And you can even see some coming out of the out of that pipe there, or that sleeve, I suppose you'd call it. There's some happening over there. The ultrasonic sender is actually over in this area. I think the heater's over this way. I could turn on the heat again, but it would just shut off right away because it shuts off when it reaches a certain set temperature. And having the ultrasonic on itself will heat up the water. So the water would have, or the solution would have heated up faster had I had the ultrasonics going. But it's just kind of fun to watch there's some bubbles there floating around. Okay. We'll come back after the timer has reached 0. Actually, we'll leave the cover off. That might be kind of fun to watch. Speed up the footage a little bit. Okay, our 480 seconds or 8 minutes is up. Let's check and see how it looks. Wow, that always impressed me. Now, of course, this was soaking in here in the solution for, probably 45 minutes or something it took to heat it up. It's upper 60s in the basement here. So, as you can see, looks pretty good. We'll flip over to this camera. Got it pretty darn nice. And well, we'll pull her all the way out here. We'll show you how bad the solution is. Yeah, that's pretty dark. Okay, we'll run it again. And we're not going to speed up this one. We'll just put the cover back on and we'll just pause the video. Alrighty. This is after the second cleaning. I still have the heat off, but let's check the temperature here. We're about 112, 110, 112, 113 on the solution, so it's still plenty hot. And these nylon parts aren't going to melt here. But take a look at that already. They are looking really good. Still got some with pretty yucky stuff on them. Probably just run them again, mix them up here a bit. And like I said, that might be molybdenum kind of grease. But we'll give her another shot. And it is, we are just about done here. Probably even pull out just a couple clean ones here. The more space there is, you know, the more you load it up, the less effective it is. Unless I find a really clean one here. Now this Harbor Freight doesn't have the strongest ultrasonic in it, but for the price and the fact I've had this for several years, well, this one's clean. It's definitely well worth it to pick one up. I use this one, oh gosh, I don't know. I probably use it 6 times a year, maybe more. It depends what I'm working on. Then when I'm done, I just wash it up and dry it out, put it away in the box. But I've left solution in here for months, so it's sitting on the bench. Hasn't hurt it. The tub inside is stainless steel. Okay. Put the lid on, run her for another 8 minutes. Alrighty, I've run it several times and there's still just a little bit of grime left, a little bit of grime left on some of the parts here. But let's see, we'll get it over to the other camera here. Here's what we got. Nothing serious. It cleaned everything off really good. But what I'm just going to do is we'll just clean some of this here with the solution. Toothbrush. Always a good thing to have. Save your old toothbrushes. Well, we'll go here. Okay, and there you have it. Nice clean parts that are ready to go back into the score reels.